Good morning and welcome to Wednesday Bible Study. Again, I know it's Wednesday because I've got my Bible and I've got my Wednesday Bible Study shirt on. This Sunday is Holy Trinity Sunday. June 7th is Holy Trinity Sunday, when we typically talk about the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. This morning I'd like to chat a bit about God the Father, to whom we are introduced as God the Creator at the very beginning of the story from the Bible, which begins, "In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was a formless void, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters." Wow. If that's the first sentence of this book, and it is the first sentence of this book, it's going to be a good book. It's going to be a good book. And it is. And the story continues with all the different elements of creation. And then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And after every aspect of creation in the story, God saw that it was good. And at the conclusion of creation, God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. When I went to seminary, how old was I? It's like 52 years old. I had championed myself as a bit of a cynic. Now, I had received what I thought was a real mystical call to the vocation of ministry. But at the same time, I had lived a lot and was a bit cynical about the whole church business and life in general. Well, that was quickly confronted at seminary by one of my professors when I had, in some moment of cavalier whatever, expressed that I was a cynic. He said, "Well, you can't be a cynic and a Christian. A cynic has no hope, and a Christian always has hope." And a cynic typically doesn't have hope because they see all of life, they see all of creation as bad. Yet, God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. You are very good. They are very good. Not perfect, but very good. Are there bad people in this world? Yes, in fact, there are. Are there people in this world whom you do not like? Yes, there are. Are there people in this world who don't like you? Yes, there are. We are not perfect. As evidence, unfortunately, lately I guess has been quite a while, as evidenced by all the division we are experiencing in our country. Which TV news do you listen to, the red one or the blue one? Are you going to wear a mask or not? Are the police racist? Are you racist? And you probably are. There's a musical, speaking what reminds me of a joke. No. There's a musical called Avenue Q, which is a light-hearted musical. And one of the songs from Avenue Q is, "Everyone is a little bit racist." And I certainly don't mean to demean the tragic violence that's occurring in our country at this time. But the reality is that none of us are perfect, and all of us are probably a little bit racist. So how do we deal with those divisions? How do we deal with that reality? With hopelessness and cynicism? No. Because you see, you are very good, and they are very good. Not perfect by any means, but very good. So don't be as I was initially at my seminary tenure. Don't be a cynic. Don't be without hope. Now, at the same time, don't be naive. Don't be foolish. But don't be a cynic. Have hope in God, the Father, the Creator, who saw everything that he had made, and indeed, it was very good. So thank you for stopping by for Wednesday Bible study. This Sunday, there will be a virtual sermon, this Sunday, June 7th, a virtual sermon by ELCA presiding bishop, that's the big kahuna top bishop, Elizabeth Eaton. We will have drive-up communion. Well, I'm interested to see how this works. Drive-up communion this Sunday, June 7th, from 10 a.m. to 11:30. If you have questions, you can give the church a call. I'm on vacation next week, so there will be no Bible study next week, but I am going to pre-record a virtual worship service for next Sunday, June 14th. I'm going to be actually pre-recording that about 10 days ahead of time. So if, a lot can happen in 10 days. So if the world ends during that time, my sermon probably won't be very relevant. But stop by and see these things, Bible studies and virtual worship services on Facebook, on our website, and on YouTube. And when you go to YouTube, please subscribe, if you will. And then to go a little bit further forward on June 21st, we'll be meeting for the first time in a long time for an outdoor worship service on June 21st. So, as we go out into another week, not sure exactly what's going to happen, but keeping our hope, I ask you to use your heads, wash your hands, and keep the faith. Amen.